Roots, let's find them. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Crash Course Calculus, where today we will be going over yet another method of finding the roots of an equation. At this point, we all know Isaac Newton. An apple fell on his head, he invented physics, or something like that. A lesser known discovery by Isaac Newton was a method for finding the roots of an equation. We call this Newton's method. Newton's method takes everything we've learned so far and puts it to use in finding the roots of an equation. Now let's see how it works. If x sub n is an approximate solution of f of x, the following approximation can be found by subtracting the value of the function x sub n over the value of the first derivative at x sub n from x sub n itself. Newton's method can be modeled using this equation. Before we see an example, let's clarify a few things. First, when you're using Newton's method, you need an initial approximation represented by x sub 0. You can find this initial approximation two ways. One, you can look at the graph of the function and approximate the root. Or, if you're given an interval of the function, you can find the midpoint on that interval and use that as x sub 0. Second, we need to understand when to stop Newton's method. The process most commonly stops when two approximations yield the same result to a given number of decimal places. Time for an example. We want to approximate the 7th root of 1,000 to 8 decimal places. First, we have to change the 7th root of 1,000 to be the root of an equation. The function that we will use to do this is f of x equals x to the 7th minus 1,000. To do Newton's method, we want to find the derivative of the equation. Using the power rule, our first derivative is 7x to the 6th. And now, we're going to plug in our original function and our derivative into our Newton's method function. Here, when we plug the values in, this is what we get. X sub n plus 1 equals x sub n minus x to the 7th sub n minus 1,000 over 7x to the 6th sub n. That was a classic example of using Newton's method to find the roots of an equation. Today, we learned how to use our knowledge of derivatives and functions to approximate the roots of an equation. Thank you for watching this episode of Crash Course Calculus. See you next time!